Hey guys and gals, this is Psionic Arrow with the Tier 7 Russian medium tank, the A44. This is one of the newer lines. If we take a look at the tech tree, it's along here, starting from the A43 all the way to the Object 430. I've decided to go through this line, and that way I can get all three of the Russian Tier 10 medium tanks, that because the Object 416 does go down to the T54, does not go the other way around if you go on along the original line. So that's pretty much the only reason why I went this way. The A44 is pretty nice. Well, let's take a look at the specs. It's got 1,100 hit points, weighs 38.6 tons without any equipment. 600 horsepower engine with a top speed of 59 kilometers per hour. Hull traverse of 44 degrees per second and turret traverse of 38 degrees per second. And that's pretty nice. So, hull armor, it's 150 millimeters on the front, 60 on the side, 60 on the back, and 90 millimeters of armor all around the turret. From the front, well, you can expect to get some bounces. I've gotten some surprising bounces off of the front plate. As you can see, it's really well angled. However, if they actually decide to shoot your turret, your lower plate, or this giant commander's hatch, or I don't know, it's a hatch with some machine guns on it, but it's really big and obvious weak spot. Although these bands over here are a little bit more armored than the rest of it. This band right here. It has a rear-mounted turret, so you can do a little bit of side scraping. The problem is this hatch, or this, I'm going to call it a hatch from now on. This hatch is just out there. When you are aiming at something, they're most likely going to be able to see this thing, well, wherever you are, and you'll get shot. So it's okay if the enemy doesn't know where to shoot. 370 meter view range, 525 meter signal range, so that's okay. It's a fast medium tank. You can flank. The turret goes around 360 degrees. There's no, it's not like a tank destroyer where it just kind of locks and you can't move it anymore. Most interesting part about this tank is the cannon. It does get 107 millimeter ZIS 6. This is the same cannon you get on the T150, KV4, KV2, KV3. Mostly the T150 is what you should be looking at. And I don't think you can unlock this tank unless... I don't think you can unlock this gun on any of the medium tanks. No. So if you've gone through at least some of the Russian heavy tanks, at least until Tier 6 on the T150... Oh yeah, the KV2 is also Tier 6. So you could potentially already have unlocked the 107. However, with the stock tracks, you cannot mount the 107, even with the stock turret. You can't mount it, it's too heavy. Not possible. Whoops. It's not possible to mount the 107 with the stock tracks, so you'll have to research that. Unfortunately, I don't think I can find out how much research it is. Yeah. It was nice when they told you how much research it used to cost, even though you researched it, but now it doesn't. Right, so let's take a look at the cannon. I keep on popping the screen up and forgetting. It's 107 millimeter, 5.71 round per minute rate of fire, 167 millimeters of penetration, 300 damage, and that is amazing for a Tier 7 medium tank. Now the downsides, well, it has 0.45 accuracy with a 3.4 second aiming time. So it's terrible at sniping. You have to get up in people's faces, and, well, sometimes you can have problems. The gun depression on this thing, not very good, as with all rear-mounted turreted tanks. And it looks like, right here, there's actually a protrusion for the driver. I'm not sure. It's probably for the driver. It looks like it could be for the driver. It protrudes out of the top of the hull and the gun doesn't really go down at all. So I have a really hard time getting this tank into position where I can shoot something. And it gets really frustrating. So sometimes you'll have to reverse, point the gun backwards, and it doesn't get much gun depression out of that either. Equipment-wise, well, medium caliber tank gun rammer is useful, as this is a pretty slow rate of fire. What else would you need? Enhanced gun laying drive to minimize the amount of aim time you have. It does not, it cannot put on a vertical stabilizer, so you're gonna have to stick with the enhanced gun laying drive. And for the third equipment slot, you could use optics for the spotting, and I guess improve ventilation if you just want to boost the skills a little bit. The cruise skills, well, I didn't actually think about the cruise skills for this particular tank. I was thinking more along the lines of the rest of the line. This is the crew from the A44. I have 6th Sense, almost full camo, and repairs. Well, I'm working on repairs right now. And I suppose if you're only going up to the A44, I don't know why you would, repairs might be a better choice to get first. I'm not sure about the camouflage value of this tank, but you are normally going to have to be right up in people's faces to get this gun to work. And you'll be flanking around, so they'll spot you regardless, and you want that repair just to get your tracks back on that little bit faster. There is a problem with transmission, or your engine being knocked out. I haven't really been set on fire in this thing, but the transmission and the engine does get knocked out. So you're gonna have to watch out for that. I just have the regular fire extinguisher, well, all the regular consumables really. Ammunition, well, we can take a look. It costs 4,400 credits or 11 gold for the premium rounds, which does get you quite a lot of penetration, but regular rounds of 270 credits. So that's nice. You could carry some HE ammunition. It's not terrible on a 107mm cannon. How much you get? 219mm of penetration for the premium, so that's pretty nice. You're gonna have a hard time hitting things though at range. Let's get into a game. Here we are on Windstorm. I am platoon with Konzo. He is in the T43, which is the other Tier 7 Russian medium tank, which I don't have. I stopped at the T34-85 and decided I wanted to go through this line because it had a really good gun, and I kind of regret it. This gun, I'm not feeling this gun, but the A44 is very fast. Look at this. It's already going 50. And I just started off. Let's see, where can I go? Traverse is also amazing. The problem is the gun depression. I think it's just the gun depression and the aim time, and that's what's killing this tank for me. I believe this is probably one of the first few matches that I had on Windstorm, so I'm not sure where to go yet. As you can see, I'm very undecided. I think, let's go this way. Nobody's here. We probably need to protect it from something. Like this KV-1S, or the other KV-1S. And let's see if I can side scrape out and spot anything. Or Konzo's can spot for me. Okay, nothing there. There's the first thing, and it took so long to aim that I could not hit that Pershing, so I wasn't happy about that. Anything else? No, the IS-6 is crossing. That's probably not a good idea. There's an AT-15 over there, ready to pounce on that IS-6. Okay. I'm gonna switch locations again. This isn't, it's not a great spot for me. There's already a bunch of tanks over there protecting that area. There's that T-20. Blam! Straight through the wall. And that's really how I get enough time to aim at a tank. I'm gonna try this again. Another shot through, except this time the T-20 is hidden behind the building. Is he gonna come out? There he is. Another hit, and Konzo's kind of out in the open, taking too many shots. I'm not reloaded yet. Oh dear. Ugh! I just missed that shot from the KV-1S. Reloaded just in time as well. And I'm not poking out right now because that T-20 is ready to fire, and now the KV-1S has reloaded. And so that's the problem. I guess I'll wait here instead. Chaffee's going around for another spotting run. Oh dear, the KV-1S is here. Oh, and the first shot sets me on fire. Which is one of the few times, but it's not that bad. Is that the T-20? Oh, unfortunately, I waste my shot on that guy, and it does take another 9 seconds for me to reload. KV-1S, ouch, what was that? Let's kill that KV-1S and get away from this IS-2, because this is bad. Good thing is, my reverse isn't super slow. There's that IS-2. I tried to track him right there, did not work. So watch this. It looks like he's about to fire. And thankfully he misses, and the massive 300 damage takes out that IS-2. Good thing we've got some good tier 8s on our team, so I can kind of fool around here and try to get some flanking shots in. AT-15, very dangerous tank, and I'm pretty sure he can take me out in one shot. So I'm gonna be very careful. He just took out the Chaffee. And let's hope he's not expecting anybody else to come forward. No, it doesn't look like it. And okay. One shot into the rear like so. I was going to go for a tracking shot, but then he turned his tank. So it then became unviable. And here I was expecting this AT-15 to die just then, so I wasn't going to move forward. But apparently, nobody had a shot on him. So there we go. I get that third kill. Second class mastery badge. Not that much damage. Just, where is it? 2018 damage with 3 kills, 930 experience earned, 20,000 credits on a premium count, 9,000 non-premium. 12 shots fired, 10 hit, 9 penetrations. For the amount of shots that I took, I wasn't expecting a lot of damage, but I guess I forgot this is a 300 alpha damage gun, so you actually do get quite a bit of damage done if you can hit the targets. And I think that's where my problem is, hitting those targets. Thanks for watching, please press that like button and leave some comments. I'll see you in future videos.